Governor Siminalayi Fubara reiterates commitment to completion of projects as promised.
Those people trading along the street will vacate the streets and they will be inside the market. And when they're inside the market, the road can also be fixed properly.
Nigeria Society of Engineers pledges commitment to strategic collaboration with relevant bodies as its 23rd chairman is inaugurated.
For them to be united, it's for them to stick to the bylaw of the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Federal Fire Service shares love with less privilege ahead of Valentine's Day celebration.
Made a donation for a wheelchair for one of the children, and we believe that the right form of love is protection.
All right, good evening and thanks for joining NTA Port Harcourt News at 7. I am Diba Barisi Domanweke and Juliet Wanfo is a sign language translator. Transmission of the news can also be viewed on our social media platforms currently showing on your screen. Like our page on our platforms to get updates of our news and programs. And be aware of your surroundings. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Welcome to the news in full. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has again reaffirmed the commitment of his administration to remain steadfast in delivering sustainable development projects targeted at opening up the state for economic progress. Governor Fubara said this while inspecting the ongoing rehabilitation of road within the old Port Harcourt Township. Kingsley Amaju reports.
For those who think the recurring political crisis will distract his administration, to the contrary, Governor Fubara says he wouldn't be distracted. The governor is back on project inspection, and this time his attention is at the old Port Harcourt Township, where he also took another look at the Creek Road Market. Governor Fubara described the projects as central to the infrastructural upgrade of the old Port Harcourt Township, noting that the modernization of the facilities at the market would help to improve commercial activities in the area.
You can see the difficulty in driving through the Creek Road and what is happening there because we don't have good settlement for marketers. So if you treat this market, those people trading along the street will vacate the streets and they will be inside the market. And when they're inside the market, the road can also be fixed properly. And the beauty of the town will start reflecting. That's just what we're here. I promise our people, no matter the situation that we're in, we will not lose focus.
The governor inspected ongoing and completed projects. The road rehabilitation works span from Borokri through all major streets in the old township, aimed at delivering lasting infrastructural upgrade in that axis of the city. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
The Port Harcourt branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers has inaugurated Engineer Belema Fubara Ekine as its 23rd chairman, marking a new chapter in the leadership of the professional body. Gospel Irego reports.
In a ceremony rich with significance, Engineer Belema Fubara Ekine was inaugurated 23rd chairman of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Port Harcourt branch, before an audience of engineers and invited guests. In his inaugural lecture, Engineering Solutions for Society, Energy Access and Sustainable Development, a Niger Data Perspective, Victor Bandele, represented by Lucky Eke, highlighted how engineering can safeguard assets, light up communities, and restore the environment.
Subsea monitoring and data twins have drastically reduced the operational vulnerability associated with oil and gas production. This shift helps to see how engineering design choices can become a veritable tool for risk reduction.
Representatives of the governor and Nigerian Society of Engineers President, Benebo Alabrava and Evoko Wiro Ojiba, urged the new leadership to maintain high ethical standards and strengthen partnerships.
The only way we can succeed with sustainability is when everybody owns his own responsibility towards both the environment and human well-being.
For the new ESCO, it's for them to be united. It's for them to stick to the bylaw of the Nigerian Society of Engineers.
Some members and guests expressed confidence in the executive's capacity to deliver.
We are committed to support engineering basis for projects that government will be embarking.
So I wish him God's favor so that he can serve his term and make milestones.
Belema Fubara Ekene said his administration will prioritize collaboration and strong partnerships to lead effectively.
Innovations have already started. One is to collaborate with industries and institutions. We are also collaborating with institutions, University and the University of Port Harcourt, that indeed we've started announcing our graduate engineers even before they leave the school.
The inauguration of other executive members set the stage for recognition as awards honoring outstanding contributions to engineering were presented, with Governor Seminary Fubara among the distinguished recipients. In Port Harcourt, God's Power in Rebu, NTA News.
The Senate Minority Caucus says electronic transmission of election results was not rejected by the Senate during the clause-by-clause consideration of Electoral Act Amendment Bill, as reported by some sections of the media. The Senate on Wednesday passed the bill at plenary, leading the Minority Caucus to brief the media. Senator Naya Baribe explained that what Section 60 Sub 3 of the Electoral Act states is results from each polling unit will be transmitted to IREV portal in real time after the prescribed form EC8 has been signed and stamped by presiding officer and countersigned by candidates or polling agents available at the polling unit. The caucus assured Nigerians that it would also ensure that what was collectively agreed to during the clause-by-clause consideration is what is reflected in the votes and proceedings of the sitting of the electoral bill passage. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has registered the Democratic Leadership Alliance and National Democratic Congress as new political parties. INEC Chairman Professor Joash Amopiton disclosed this at the quarterly consultative meeting with leaders of political parties. Timothy Yusuf reports that with this, there are now 21 registered political parties in Nigeria.
Independent National Electoral Commission.
This quarterly consultative meeting convened by INEC with the leadership of political parties is on the heels of growing public interest and anticipation surrounding the release of the timetable for the 2027 general election. This is in accordance with Section 28, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022, which mandates the Commission to issue a notice of election at least 360 days before the poll. While the Assembly is currently working on amendments to the Electoral Act, the Commission has made its submission as required.
2026 will be full of electoral activities for all electoral stakeholders, of which you are key in the run-up to the 2027 general election.
I call on the Provisional Assembly of Nigeria to also expedite action on the harmonization of electoral legal framework for the forthcoming general election, as time is of essence.
Also on the agenda of the meeting is voter revalidation exercise, dwindling voter turnout, continuous voter registration, political parties registration, and internal party democracy.
As an independent body, INEC remains neutral, but we seek to remind all political parties that cohesive and transparent leadership is essential for the health of our democracy.
INEC promised to consolidate improvements in the conduct of elections, beginning with the forthcoming FCT area council polls, Ekiti and Osun states off-cycle governorship elections, and the 2027 general election. Meanwhile, the Labour Party and PDP were represented by two sets of new leadership, Senator Esther Nenadi Usman as interim national chairman of Labour Party, and Abdulrahman Mohammed as national caretaker committee chairman of PDP. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
In a heartwarming gesture ahead of Valentine's Day, the State Controller of Federal Fire Service River State Command, Ikenna Obasi, and his team have visited the Rema Orphanage Home as part of its corporate social responsibility with crucial fire safety tips. Nkiru Onyejisi reports that the team not only brought joy and gifts to the children, but also taught them how to manage fire emergencies.
The visit highlights the Federal Fire Service commitment to community outreach and fire safety education, equipping orphanage residents with life-saving skills. State Controller of the Federal Fire Service River State Command, Ikenna Obasi, says the outreach reflects the agency's resolve to support the less privileged during the season of love, while strengthening fire safety awareness across communities.
The month is associated with love, and we came in the spirit of love and giving. And what we came to give was food items for the children, made a donation for a wheelchair for one of the children, and we believe that the form of love is protection. So we also gave fire sensitization on use of fire extinguisher and fire blanket.
A staff member of the orphanage, Jane Ugochukwu, commended the team for their humanitarian gesture, noting that the domestic fire safety tips will greatly enhance the protection of the home.
I so much appreciate the workers, we appreciate their coming. It is not easy this time around, that things are very hard for the Nigerians out there. God has been faithful to Rema Orphanage Home. God has used so many partners to help us this time so that the children can feed well.
The initiative underscores the service broader drive to promote fire prevention, particularly among vulnerable groups. In Port Harcourt, Nkiru Onyejisi, NTA News.
The federal government's war against crude oil theft is yielding positive results as recent statistics indicate annual decline in crude oil theft of about 94.6%, dropping from a daily figure of 102,900 barrels per day in 2021 to 9,600 barrels per day in 2025. Kingsley Amaju reports.
Launch of Operation Delta Sentinel, which is a joint security initiative spearheaded by the Nigerian Navy, formed part of the federal government broader initiative to protect critical national assets, reduce oil theft, and increase crude oil production.
We are going to increase our presence within the backwaters and into the offshore, that's deep sea, to cover all of the operations from exploration to production.
The fight against crude oil theft and illegal oil bunkering by Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, and Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is further complemented by some private security surveillance outfits, such as the Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited, that places emphasis on engagement of the host communities in the security of oil and gas assets. This, to many observers, is commendable and should be sustained.
I really commend them, and I'm very happy to see that they really work very hard to make sure that they reduce the rate of bunkering in Rivers State.
The people who were in that illegal business have found themselves into an alternative illegal businesses that is paying better.
While the latest Operation Delta Sentinel is reinvigorated by additional platforms like Maritime Awareness Domain, unmanned aerial surveillance vehicles, and additional maritime boats to cover the backwaters and deep sea. The target is to boost Nigeria's daily oil production and reduce environmental health concerns. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
If you're just joining us, this is NTA Port Harcourt Prime News at 7. So far in the news, Governor Fubara has just rated his commitment to people-oriented project delivery. The Society of Engineers River State Chapter has inaugurated a new chairman. And up ahead, stakeholders in the entertainment industry call for establishment of Entertainment Village in Port Harcourt. There'll be more reports right after the break. Don't go away.
Mega Power Ministries, OPL Worldwide presents the first Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut for the year 2026. It is a night of intense worship, prophetic prayers, and declarations. It is a night of spiritual realignment for the year ahead. It is a night where gates will be lifted and barriers broken. It is a night where God Himself will open the door of 2026 for us. Doors of glory, doors of nations, doors of increase, doors of dominion, doors of influence and affluence will be opened for us, and no man can shut it. Date Friday, 6th February 2026. Time 8 p.m. till dawn. Venue OPM headquarters, Dr. Jesus City, Ibodo Alo, River State, Nigeria. Come ready to pray with your coconut, and the heavens will respond, and access will be granted to us this 2026.
Which one you dey show action that the kingdom work will be destruction.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Welcome to Spring Park Hotel, a place where comfort meets true class. Enjoy luxury rooms, fine dining, and a peaceful atmosphere designed just for your relaxation. With active security personnel, 24 hours power supply, and free Wi-Fi, your stay is safe, connected, and always convenient. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Spring Park Hotel gives you that perfect blend of warmth and sophistication. Spring Park Hotel is located at Plot 8 Anglican Road, Umalogo, behind Royal House of Grace Church, Choba. For reservation, call 0802-942-3128. Follow us on Facebook at Spring Park Hotel or email springparkhotel2017@gmail.com. Spring Park Hotel, a feeling beyond words.
NTA Television College Rayfield Jos, a media hub with a pedigree of training professionals and non-professionals in the field of broadcasting and beyond. Invite aspiring broadcasters, media enthusiasts, and creative minds to register for our short courses for the first quarter of 2026. From the 2nd of February to the 13th of February 2026, the training will commence as follows. English grammar and pronunciation, 2 weeks. Basic presentation techniques, 2 weeks. Protocol and etiquette in an organization, 2 weeks. Basic drama techniques, 2 weeks. These courses are designed to equip participants with practical, market-ready skills, making them competitive in Nigeria's thriving media landscape. For registration details, course schedules, and more information, visit our website at www.ntatvcedu.ng or call these following numbers: 08033834343 or 08069809897. NTA Television College Rayfield Jos, your gate to media excellence. Announcer management.
When test calls, answer with purity. Answer with Javan. Javan table water comes in 75 cl, 50 cl, and 35 cl. Perfect sizes for every moment of your day. From bottling to sealing to stocking, every step is handled with care, so you enjoy pure, clean, healthy water in every bottle of Javan table water. Quench your taste with the purest water, perfect for any occasion. Get yourself a bottle of Javan at any store close to you, or find us at Pringles Avenue by Smart Dawn Entertainment along Airport Road, Port Harcourt, River State. For supply, call us today on 0913-783-3941. Distributors wanted nationwide. Javan table water. Drink healthy. Stay healthy.
Welcome back. Calls for the establishment of an entertainment village in the Garden City of Port Harcourt gaining momentum. Stakeholders in the creative industry expressed strong support for the initiative during the 11th edition of the Port Harcourt Comedy Club show, as they highlighted its potential to boost talent development and economic growth. Uche Chukwuowen reports.
Angel Atta, popularly known as Angel the Laugh, has been recognized as Guinness World Record holder for his decades-long role in nurturing talents within Nigeria's creative industry. However, stakeholders say the absence of an entertainment village in the Niger Delta remains a major setback, stressing that developed nations prioritize creative industries to drive youth employment and economic growth. The gathering called for a stronger government-private sector partnership to establish a creative hub in Port Harcourt.
Need for us to have a creative and entertainment village. An entertainment village is a place where you can walk in and find a graphic designer. You can walk in and find a sound engineer. You can walk in, you can meet that celebrity you're looking for. It's a home for all, where people could get things subsidized.
Entertainment enthusiasts noted that while the industry creates opportunities for young talent, challenges such as multiple taxation have contributed to the decline of some businesses.
The government needs to be objective and they need to be focused and be intentional. We must have an enable environment for people to come and thrive, for business to thrive, for you to think well to do all of these things.
We've been talking about blue economy, this economy, that economy. Entertainment village will also aid our economy as well.
The event attracted top security officials, industry leaders, comedians, and musicians.
It's an opportunity for us to tell the world that River State, Port Harcourt is safe, and for people to come and enjoy themselves.
Say something when they see something. They've been very wonderful. They've been helping us by giving information which has enabled us to be able to secure the state. So I will encourage them to do more.
Awards were also presented to notable patrons of the creative sector, including Chief Godwin Etim and Victor Tulutu Briggs, as the 11th edition of the Port Harcourt Comedy Club came to a close. In Port Harcourt, Uchechukwu, Owe, NTN.
Sports updates, let's join Bright Ebuchua.
Preparations for Africa's biggest football showpiece are hitting top gear, with Nigerians Super Falcons setting the pace. The 9-time African champions will open a residential training camp on February 20 as they ramp up preparations for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Drawn in Group C alongside Zambia, Egypt and Malawi, the Falcons face a demanding path when the tournament runs from March 17 to April 3, 2026, with WAFCON also doubling as a qualification route for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. Head coach Justin Madugu and his technical crew will use the camp to assess players, fine-tune tactics, sharpen fitness, and line up key warm-up matches ahead of the Continental Showdown. In South Africa, Chippa United have agreed to part ways with Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali, bringing an end to his 4-year stay with the Betway Premiership side. The Port Harcourt-born shot stopper, who joined the Chile boy from Katsina United in 2022, made 76 appearances and kept 25 clean sheets, establishing himself as one of the league's most reliable goalkeepers. His departure follows Nigeria's third-place finish at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Attention in Europe shifts to Wembley, where Manchester City have booked a Carabao Cup final date with Arsenal on March 22. Pep Guardiola's side eased past Newcastle United with a 3-1 win at the Etihad Stadium, sealing a commanding 5-1 aggregate triumph, and an Arsenal team desperate to end their trophy drought. And finally in tennis, Alexandra Ayla produced a stirring comeback at the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, saving a match point to edge Belarusian Alexandra Sasnovich 2-6, 6-4, 7-6 and book her place in the second round. For Sports Update, Bright Ebuchu, NTA News.
But just before we go, a quick reminder that you can watch our news streaming live on our social media handles currently showing on your screen. Like our page on Facebook to get updates of our news and programs. You can also watch all our news at NTA Port Harcourt on Star Times channel 103. Thank you for watching. Good night.